It's not very common to find the combination of degrees that I have. I have an MD, a PhD, and an MBA. And you can just say, well, she really liked going to school. And yes, I did. I like learning new stuff, and I've been in school basically all my life. And that's just formal education because you learn new stuff every day, even if you are not enrolled in school. So I got my MD because I wanted to learn about health and disease in people, young and old, women, men, children. And then I got a PhD in microbiology and immunology because I wanted to know with a lot of detail how people become infected. And when I mean a lot of detail, it's a lot of detail because when you do a PhD, you study things in depth with a lot of depth, a lot of details. You read a lot about something because you have to become an expert in that. And my expertise is HIV. And I then wanted to focus really on how children become infected with HIV, specifically how they become infected with HIV through their mother's milk during the process of breastfeeding. So I knew as an MD the broad areas of health and disease, what a healthy body looks like, what a healthy child looks like, and then what would a sick child look like. In the context of HIV, I learned that process from a broad perspective as a clinician. And then with my PhD, I was able to learn, well, how does the virus, HIV is a virus, how does the virus infect the cell? What happens once it goes into the cell? What happens when a baby drinks milk with HIV? And you learn that through more detailed studies like those you achieve through a PhD program. And then with the MBA, which is the most unusual, you will probably in the course of your life see a lot of people that have an MD or a PhD or both. But then what does the MBA add to that? Because an MBA is a business degree. And how does that apply to science? Well, that's the great thing about science, because you use everything. You have to, it's not all just about biology. You need to know how to manage people if you want to be an administrator in science. And you can probably learn that on the job as you go along. But I like to learn. So I went to school to learn about management. I also went to school, to business school, because I wanted to learn how does a laboratory discovery become a product that you can then buy at a pharmacy or that a doctor can prescribe. The technical term for that is the commercialization process. And I learned that in the business school.